Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door with Milesluigi. Oh, what's this? This is Badge Hunting, Part 2, The Defensive Mind. Now, badge hunting is not something commonly discussed in Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. Usually, it boils down to, ooh, I found a badge off an internet once, I just swipe it off with Miss Mouse and call it a day. Reason being, of course, obviously, it takes a lot of time, even if you know what you're doing, because you're fighting the random number generator. Despite that, there is a lot of potential in badge hunting. I'll give you a good example of a badge I'm not going to hunt, but one you possibly could. Going out into the boggly woods, you can go ahead and fight some dark puffs, because dark puffs are the holders of FP drains. If you were to, say, have a second FP drain, all of a sudden you're in the position to use moves for a net FP gain. That means you could use a hammer throw and gain 1 FP from it. But, you know, the enemy of time is against you. Yeah, even though I got a mushroom there, typically it's nothing but coins, sometimes a little bit of hearts, sometimes some flowers, you know, sometimes the mushroom, but more often than not, it ends up being nothing. Now, if you decide to become the brave warrior and actually go for a badge or badge hunt something, I've got a few tips for you, and the first one is being shown off here. Develop a strategy where you just kill the enemy in a single turn, or even better, a single attack. FP shouldn't be an object because, well, you can just restart the game until you get the badge in the first place. So Evil Pop-Tart's favorite Bob-omb blast might be an option. The second option is to spam Kiss Thief on the enemy, and this depends on the enemy, really. In case you don't remember back when I fought the last Bulky Bob-omb, I don't get the normal Kiss Thief meter, I get the you can't steal anything from this enemy meter. Now, to be fair, you can actually get coins off the meter if you time it absolutely perfectly, but I don't think you can get any badges off this enemy by doing that. Other enemies, if you get the normal bar and just repeatedly spam Kiss Thief over and over and over and over and over again, you can occasionally actually get the badge that way. Not as reliant as the enemy actually holding the badge, but it works. If you do choose to go the spam Kiss Thief method, obviously put yourself in a position where you're able to constantly survive the enemy attack. And put on double Happy Flower and Flower Saver Partner so that you can gratuitously use Miss Mouse's Kiss Thief with very, very, very little FP usage, and the FP obviously is coined back to you too. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just resetting all the enemies in the dungeon. What I did last time was silly. I killed one of the Bulky Bob-ombs I wanted to badge hunt off of, and he kind of needs to be alive for me to do that. So by doing this, I'm resetting all the enemies in the dungeon. Therefore, the Bulky Bob-omb will be back, therefore I can badge hunt off him. And in case anyone is wondering, you can test this out for yourself, run off to Hooktail Castle, save in the middle save point in the area, start fighting some enemies, find one with an item, alright? Then restart your game and fight him again. He is bound to either have something else or not an item whatsoever, therefore meaning that the game generates what enemies are holding. I'm not entirely sure where, but it's not saved is the most important part, which means I can safely save in the dungeon and still badge hunt. Alright, so while I'm getting back at the main save point for the actual badge hunt, I actually do have one confession. I have never seen a Bulky Bob-omb actually hold a Defend Plus. I only know it from what I've read off the internet. So I was kind of going into this badge hunting episode a little lethally optimistic, kind of like the Charge Badge episode. Remember the Charge Badge episode, I just simply got fed up with it taking so freaking long that I eventually gave up. Now, this time it only took me 5 hours to get something, which is great, which is fantastic. I don't believe a 5-hour failure montage is necessary. We've already seen an 8-hour failure montage, so no failure montage this time, just badge hunting goodness. So with the Bulky Bob-ombs reset, it's time to talk strategy for badge hunting defense plus / damage dodge. The idea is pretty simple. You can kill Bulky Bob-ombs by blowing them up, which is my strategy here. I put on some defensive badges to make sure I don't die, which would be a great thing to do, you know. Along with a whole bunch of other badges, including Pity Flower, because this is probably one of the few times in the game where Pity Flower is useful, because it provides some amusing entertainment while I watch Bulky Bob-ombs blow themselves up. Now the strategy is to run to the Bulky Bob-omb on top of the platform and one on the bottom of the platform. If they don't have any Defend Pluses on them, just blow them up immediately and let them go. One thing I will say though is because it takes a while for the Bulky Bob-ombs to blow up, this was actually a very easy badge hunting sequence, because I just let the Bulky Bob-omb blow up, I look away from the screen, I start browsing the internet and doing some other stuff. But this is probably the biggest thing about badge hunting I'm going to recommend if you do decide to spend a couple of hours at it. Have something else to do, you know, read a book, read the internet, just something else to do, because just monotonously doing the same thing over and over and over again is what's ultimately going to kill it. So anyway, we're just going to do a straight up jump cut over to here. To anyone who believes any conspiracy theories about badge hunting, go for it. I'm going to show the exact sequence of me getting this badge. And with a damage dodge successfully badge hunted, and me, this is 11 o'clock at night, not wanting to do any more badge hunting, I decided to call it a night, and I will see you on the next episode of Let's Play Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. This is Milesluigi.